Hola, estudiantes! Today we're going to look at the preterite tense of ER and IR verbs. So first off, I want to remind you guys the preterite tense is one of our past tenses, and it's mostly talking about just one-time events. So you already know how to conjugate AR verbs in the preterite tense. Let's review that really quickly. In this sentence, yesterday I spoke with a friend. Yesterday is ayer. With a friend is con un amigo. I spoke is my conjugation here. So we know that I is yo and to speak is hablar. So we take off the AR just like for present tense verbs. And the ending that goes with yo in the preterite is A. That's E with an accent. So hablé is the yo conjugation in the preterite tense. So preterite endings for ER and IR verbs, good news. ER and IR, they share the same endings. So you've memorized your AR verb endings. Now we've just got one more set for ER and IR combined. But it works the same way. You will take off the ER or the IR and then add your endings. So let's look at our endings. For yo, the ending is E. For tu, it is iste. Usted, él, ella, or it will be yo. The nosotros ending is imos. Vosotros verbs end in istes. And for ustedes, ellos, and ellas, it will be hierron. So that's really it. You've just got to memorize those verb endings. So those are all of your verb endings. Let's take a look at our 3 examples here and see if we can translate these. And again, we are focusing on our ER and IR verbs. So in this first one, a question, did you eat? Now that word did, that's a helping verb here, so we're just conjugating eat to go with you. And we'll assume that the you is informal, so we're going to go with tu here, and to eat is comer. So we know that we take off the ER, and then our ending for tu is iste. And that's it. Just put question marks around it. Comiste? Or we could say, comiste tú? Did you eat? All right, our next one. He drank water. So he we know is él. To drink is beber. And while we're here, water is agua. So we want to conjugate beber to go with él. Take off that ER. And the ending to go with él will be yo. So bebió agua. That's it. This last one, I received a gift. So we know I is yo. To receive is recibir. And then a gift is un regalo. So we want to conjugate recibir to go with yo. Take off that IR. Receive to go with yo. The ending is E. Recibí un regalo. All right, so now your job, if you haven't memorized the AR endings yet, continue working on that. Add ER and IR to that. I always send my students to spellion.com or conjuguemos.com to get a bit of practice.